Yes, it is. It's a great rivalry between two good schools, two good programs, and a good friend.
You know, you've had an opportunity now to take a look at this team for 3 games, Rocky Mountain. What do you know about this team? What do you feel about it?
I think we're young. I like the direction we're going. We're probably a better team than we were a year ago. We don't have the Division I football players like we had, but as a team, we play better as a group. We still make young mistakes, but I like our resiliency. You know, we've had 3 games in a row where we come out and do something that normally, you know, you say, oh my God, the kids are falling apart, and then they come back and they end up coming back and recovering. They do a good job.
Do you see that as a particular group of leaders on this team that are helping out that?
You know, it's interesting is our leadership is kind of spread out amongst, you know, about 8 kids, which is unusual. There's not one guy that everybody would say, hey, that's the captain, that's the guy. And picking captains was hard. But the kids, they all like each other, and I think that's the difference. I mean, this kind of reminds me of the Taylor Kelly 2009 team where we had a couple older kids, but a lot of young guys. And the older guys, they just blended, and everybody liked them. And you know, and the young kids felt like they had a voice. Our kids, young voices, they speak up. They know they know they can be heard.
Talk about Eagle a little bit. What have you seen about them?
They're good. They're fast. They're physical. Sawyer Shields, inside linebacker, D lineman, whatever he wants to be, fullback. I mean, he's a horse. He's a big dude. The Floyd kid playing quarterback is, you know, he breaks in the open, he makes you pay, and he can spin it. He can throw the football. A Labrador does a little bit of everything. Cam Lane does a little bit of everything, and their offensive line is very well coached, and they're well. I mean, you can tell they're going to be ready to play.
Little difference in this game, and that's Pod A against Pod B. They've got the pod things going right now, so it's a kind of a non-pod game. But does that really mean anything in the overall scheme of things? I mean, you know, obviously when you guys get out there and kick off, it's still Eagle Rocky Mountain.
Without question. Our kids, we finished the game. We got in the locker room. I said the last few pieces of, you know, hey, great job, gave them the schedule for Saturday. And one of the kids yelled out, Coach, what's next week? And then they all yelled out, it's Eagle Week. And so, you know, and I remember when I was at Eagle, it was the same way. It's a rivalry. Our kids get excited, and most of these kids grew up together, and they know each other. And, heck, we got guys who are dating girls over there and vice versa. And so it should be that. But it's a good rivalry. I don't think there's bitterness or bad feelings. It's a good rivalry, good football rivalry.
And, of course, you do have to go to Mustang Stadium. You know very well what that place is like.
Yeah, I got to stand on the other side of the field now, and I got to look into the sun and experience that. And so this will be a first for me. And our coaches, we don't get the real nice press box. We get the one up behind. And I've told our coaches it doesn't matter. We're going over to play a game. We're going to show up.